Okay, now it's time for how I do my eyeshadow. I'm just going to show you. I do it different ways, different days, just depending on how much time or effort I want to put in or how I'm feeling that day or what I'm wearing. So today I'm going to show you one of my favorites, and I use 3 colors. I'm going to use the color Angelic, the color Glamorous, and the color Giddy. Okay, so I start with my lightest color, so that today it's Angelic, and I'm going to use my liner shader brush. It's double-ended for different purposes. I'm going to use the shader side of the brush. So your pigments come as loose mineral powder, so sometimes I'll just brush off the edge if it's a really full one, or just take it into the lid and just use that depending on how much color I want, and brush off kind of the extra. So I have some pigment on my brush, so then I'm just going to do this on the lower part of my lid. And then I'll kind of just take the extra that's left on it and do the whole lid. I just don't want it as thick as the bottom, but a little base is fine. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, that color is done. Now I'm going to take my purple color, which is called Glamorous. This one's probably the color that I use the most often. So I'm going to dump a little bit into the lid, and then I'm going to use my crease brush so I can show you my crease brush. You can see it's purple because that's the color I use a lot, and I haven't washed it in a week or so. And the thing about the brushes is that they are able to be used wet or dry. They're not going to rust. The way that they're built and the materials that they're built out of are made to last a lifetime. So one set is going to last you forever, and it's always good to have a nice set of makeup brushes. So I use my crease brush, and I just put a little tiny bit from the lid or from the corner of my bottle, and then I'm going to go in the crease of it and blend down to the bottom. So just like that. With the color Glamorous, you can put it on light or dark. It almost looks pink whenever you put it on light, or you can get it to look a lot darker too, just depending on how much color you use. So that's about all the color I want on that side. So now I'm going to do the same thing on my other eye. Just going in the crease. Okay, and then I just even them up a little bit. Use my camera as my mirror. Okay, and that's it for that. Now I don't want to look like Mimi from that show that I can't remember the name of, so you always want to blend your colors. And so I'm going to use the color Giddy just as a blender, and I just really like these colors together. So I take that one, and I'm going to use my deluxe brush to go across the top with the Giddy and then kind of blend it all together so that it looks nice. So I take a little bit of my Giddy, and I got it out of the bottle, and then I take my lid and just kind of brush it down to get off the excess. So I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to go across the top and then kind of down into my Glamorous so that it blends together and I don't see sharp lines of eyeshadow color. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing to my other eye. And then the thing that I like with these colors is that I can put on my brown liner and it just kind of like makes it kind of go together. So I keep my liners in an old case of my mascara so that they're not all falling all over my makeup bag. And then today I'm going to use Proper, which is just this dark brown color. And these are pencils, so they can be sharpened. And we have a sharpener that keeps the tip flat. It doesn't make it real sharp so that you're not poking your eye out. So I'm just going to go across the top and then halfway down the bottom. And they glide on really easily because they kind of have a gel-like quality to them. So they're not a real hard pencil like you may be used to from the beauty shop. Okay, that's it for that one. And then, sorry, my angles are kind of awkward trying to get you to see and then still see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's how I do my shadows. And I do different colors, different days, just however I'm feeling that day. This is just one of my favorite combinations. Okay, see you in a minute.